Welcome everybody to another edition of Hurry Up. I'm your boy Adam. Let's get into this. So the Super Bowl has come and the Super Bowl is gone. It's great. It was a great game. We'll get into it in a minute. But what the Super Bowl allows you to do, if you're a true football fan, it's a final culmination of everything that you've sat through, whether your team was good, bad, or otherwise. I always feel watching the Super Bowl, regardless of obviously who my team is, or regardless of where your team is at, because to me it's like, all right, the season's ending. Who are we chasing this year? Well, the NFC won again this year. Tampa Bay last year, LA this year. This is the time to go chase those LA Rams. And they did a great job constructing their team. They brought in a lot of superstars, which usually never works, but they did it anyways. So the Super Bowl to me is a celebration party and a celebration, but it's also sad. Sad because football, we won't have football for what, 6 or 7 months? It's February now. The game starts well, if you're a diehard fan, you're looking forward to late July because that's when it starts. So let's just say about 5 months to get actual pads and everything back on. But about 7 months till the next kickoff, which is crazy to think about it, but that's where we're at. So if you're a fan like me of the Giants, get ready for a fun off season. If you're a team, like the Bengals, take some time to yourself to decompress. Because let's get into the game right now. Bengals, Rams, good Super Bowl. Exciting. Had some ups, had some downs. They lost Odell Beckham, but the Rams ended up stealing the deal. And I just want to say the Bengals gave a valiant effort. There were times where they should have won this game, and if they had scored a touchdown as opposed to maybe a field goal, maybe they do win this game, right? Maybe the game is 24-23 as opposed to 20-23. I think that last field goal, instead of having a touchdown, would hurt them. The offensive line finally came apart at the end of the game, midway through the third quarter. Raheem Morris found a weakness and then exploited it. And it took them a long time. This is what adjustments need to be made. They found a weakness in the offense by bringing up the linebacker in the A gap and either bringing that linebacker or dropping him back. What that guard was doing, or the center was helping double team Aaron Donald. But now that you brought somebody that's over the center, it doesn't leave help for the guard. So the guard was on an island, and of course Aaron Donald is a game wrecker, and that's what he did at the end of the game. So the Bengals had a chance. They fought. Joe Burrow, it was some hard hits, some really good play. That defense did the best they could. That undermanned Bengals team with pass rushers, but even though they have Trey Hendricks and Sam Hubbard, they need one more guy, and they definitely need a corner on the other side. So if I'm the Bengals, I'm looking to get the corner back because Eli Apple just ain't cutting it. And, Uzier got injured, so you got guys that you need to kind of build around. But they had a yeoman's effort. We don't know when they're going to be back again because there's no guarantee they'll be back in this game. We hope that. That's why I say when you get there, sometimes you just got to punch your ticket. Sometimes you just got to find a way to win because you never know when you're going to get back. They're like, oh, well, the Rams are great. They're going to be back. You have no idea. You have no idea. So for me, great season by the Bengals. Bengal fans, hold your head up high. They had to earn that victory. They had to take it from you. Okay? It wasn't given to them. You made the Rams earn every inch of that victory. It took an epic drive and epic throws by Matthew Stafford, who we'll get into in a minute, to win this game. So you should be proud of that. Now go back, retool, set up your quarterback for success, get some offensive line help, because that's what really ruined you. The corner is one thing. You can pick one of those up. Hell, we'll trade you to James Bradbury if you want. We'll get rid of him and you can take James Bradbury, but get yourself a lineman. Now, I know people are like, oh, look at Jamar Chase. But what killed him in the game? What killed him in the game? The offensive line. Not Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is a great piece. You have him now. Going forward, Joe Burrow. Now it's time. Next, the Rams. Congratulations to the Rams. You did a great job. You brought all those egos and you molded them. Sean McVay, probably the coach of our era right now, of this modern day era. I know Bill Belichick is there, but Bill Belichick is having some retooling going on with his team. I know they made the playoffs, but they haven't sniffed the Super Bowl since 2018. So, who's been there a couple times? The Rams have been there a couple times. They've been in the playoffs. They've come short. They got their quarterback, and this is why you get the quarterback. This is why I'm telling people right now, if you can find one, you draft one. You don't just hope and pray, because then if you hope and pray, you get guys like Jimmy G. Jimmy G doesn't win that game for the 49ers or the Rams, but neither does Jared Goff, but Matthew Stafford does. And Matthew Stafford, came through in the end, when his team needed him. And that's how the Rams have been. It's like they need a big throw from Stafford. He makes the big throw. They need in the Tampa Bay game is on the line. Tom Brady just goes down and scores. Momentum is on Tampa Bay's side, and boom, big bomb to Cooper Kupp. Which leads us to this. Cooper Kupp, what a sensational season. I believe should have been the overall MVP of the year. But it was not. He gets a better honor. He's a Super Bowl MVP. Will go down in history as a Super Bowl MVP. Gets a beautiful trophy that he can put on his mantle and tell his kids about and his grandkids about and say, listen, I was in that game. However long the game lasts, I was in that game. Not only was I in that game, I made an impact for my team to win because I was the most valuable player. Without him, they don't win this game. That drive alone, if he doesn't step up or he wilts or he gets nicked up or he doesn't execute the way he executes. Because if you look at it, right, Tyler Boyd drops a pass at 3rd and 1. Big drop. He makes that play. Maybe it's 4th and inches. They go for it, and there's a different ball game. Cooper Kupp makes those plays. So with that being said, Cooper Kupp, you deserved it. There's not much more that can be said outside of Aaron Donald. Could have been the MVP as well because he wrecked the game. Him and Von Miller were just creating havoc. Von Miller, 2-time Super Bowl champion. Aaron Donald finally gets his ring. You're going to the Hall of Fame. He may not play next year, but I think he will. I think he will. He's young enough to do it. Give it a couple more years, man. But it's his choice. If he decides, you know what, I made a lot of money, I want to go be a family man now, get married, have kids, whatever he wants to do, you've got enough money to do it. You're going to make a lot of money in endorsements. So do whatever you want to do. This is what being a Super Bowl champion is. Enjoy the party. Enjoy it. But fans, we are all 0-0. Time for optimism to begin. Hope you enjoyed this episode of The Hurry Up. I'm your host, Adam. We will be back with more content this off season. This is not over. We're going to have content for whatever topic we deem necessary. And don't forget premium takes on Sundays. Check that out. I'm out.